If you're looking to make an income online, whether it's to allow you to quit your job, provide a retirement income, or even just to help you make your monthly payments or pay off your debts, then in this video I'm going to break down my online earnings for February 2021 to show you what's possible in just a relatively short period of time and hopefully motivate you into building your own online income. Or if you're already making money online, give you some ideas on how to increase it or diversify your income into other areas. Now, if you've not been to this channel before, then welcome. My name's Paul Marles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it. And that's your money I'm talking about. And if you do like videos like that, then please do give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell to receive notification of when I produce more videos like this. Okay, so the money I make online comes from two main areas, and that's KDP and YouTube. Now, the money from KDP is, I would say, passive. I still get an income from books that I produced a couple of years ago. And in fact, last year, I didn't create that many books, but actually the income increased steadily. And I guess YouTube is passive of sorts. Now, if I stopped posting, then views would go down and income from the ads on this channel would also go down. But sales I make from affiliate income, which we'll come to soon, is a kind of recurring income. So that would persist despite YouTube views going down. So that is really a pretty good passive income to create. But YouTube is passive of sorts. I still get money from YouTube ads on videos that I made a year ago. So we'll look at YouTube first and then we'll go on to KDP, which is the creation and publication of no content and low content books. So with YouTube, my income was $3,555.94. Now this is the revenue that comes from ads, but that revenue from the ads was quite a big increase on last month. It was 63% on last month, and also the subscriber count has also increased pretty amazingly. So I've got to say thank you for all you guys for watching my videos and for watching the videos on this channel and for subscribing as well, because none of this actually would be possible. And it's only 10 months since this channel was actually monetized, so it's really good, what I consider good progress, and I'm extremely happy with that. Now, product sales comes from my Gumroad shop. Now, if you're not familiar with that, it's where I sell lists of keywords which are essential for getting traffic to books on Amazon and making those sales. So there's keywords in lots of different niches, and there's lots of keywords there that I don't just sell but are also for free. So if you've not been there, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below to the Gumroad shop. Now, the income from Gumroad was $1,061.98. I get 0.62 of that, which comes to $658.43. Again, anyone that has purchased on the Gumroad store, thank you very much. I've got to add also, there's not just keywords there, there's also a few different resources, especially a free lined interior. So if you're just starting out in creating these journals, in particular the no content lined notebooks and journals, then again that's a great resource that you can just download and upload that direct to the KDP platform. Next, the money I make from this channel is from affiliate sales, and those are from sales on products that I actually use, which is mainly Creative Fabrica, BookBolt, Helium 10 and Publisher Rocket. Helium 10, if you don't know, is probably one of the best tools for keyword research. Publisher Rocket is also an excellent tool for keyword research. It's a bit simpler than Helium 10, and it does also have some other great features there as well. And BookBolt has loads of different features in terms of you can create interiors, covers there, but I use it in particular for niche research. It's really good for that. Again, I'll leave the links below. Any of you that have clicked on those links and bought products, thank you very much. Again, I get a small percentage from the sales of that. It doesn't cost you any more, and again, it helps to support this channel, so thank you. And if you are starting out and you want to create a YouTube channel, affiliate sales is probably one of the best and quickest way of getting that income rolling on your channel. It really is a good way of making an income and starting making an income quite quickly. And whatever niche you decide, to do a YouTube channel in, you can almost guarantee that there are products that you can sell as an affiliate. They could be physical products, such as items on Amazon, or they could be software products like I've just mentioned, Helium 10, BookBolt, or even courses related to whatever you do your YouTube channel on. So if you are looking to do that, then really, that's probably the best way to start making money pretty quickly. The income from affiliate sales was $2,793.46. Now, I do get a small income from my merch by Amazon accounts. That's things like t-shirt sales, pop sockets, hoodies, vests, that type of thing. My income from that is a huge $19.19. Over the months, it stays at around that level. And I haven't created anything on my merch by Amazon account since probably 2018. And I say this every month, but I still don't get the time. But I really need to maybe put a bit of time into that, because again, it's a great way of diversifying your income and a superb way of creating a passive income, because you create your t-shirts, etc., upload them to Amazon, and they sit there as digital products that people can then purchase. So again, another way to just add to your income streams. Okay, so now we come on to KDP Sales, and this is money I receive from the sales of no content and low content books. Low content books being things like puzzle books, I'm going to say journals, log books, and I make most of my income from the log books. Now, if we just look at the sales from the books, they remain pretty consistent, but you can see sort of mid-month sales drop slightly, and I'm going to come to that in a moment and discuss that, because I think it's quite interesting, and it's a pattern I've noticed previously. But income from the sales of books was $5,400.97, and the income mainly comes from the United States. I do get a lot of questions asking me about, sales in other countries, people from Spain, looking at, advice on creating books to sell in Spain, which, is a good idea because the competition is a lot less. But really, if you want to make good money, you really need to look at the US market, because that's where the majority of sales will be made, and that's where the majority of my sales are. And I've got two books that are making a big chunk of the income. This one at the top here, I actually have ads running on this notebook, and about 50% of the income from that notebook comes from organic sales and not just sales from the ads. Now, on the subject of ads, my Amazon ad spend was slightly higher than normal, and it was $1,749.92. That was up mainly because I've started running ads on 2 new books. So it does take a little bit of time to optimize the ads and to get that ACOS figure lower. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I do have a playlist on Amazon ads. So if we take away the amount for Amazon ads, my net KDP earnings, that's money that comes to me and goes into my account around 2 months from now, was $3,651.05. Now that was less than last month, and there's 2 reasons for that. One is due to the increased ad spend due to the 2 new books that I placed ads on, and also something that I mentioned earlier. If we again look at the sales graph, it was this drop in sales around mid-month. Now what I noticed was all my books had dropped in their rankings. Every single book had dropped quite dramatically in their rankings on the first page, which was unusual, and unusual for it to happen in all the books. But that time of the month was when the US had severe weather. I mean, here in the UK we had all news about how Texas was getting a lot of snow, a lot more than usual. Now I was wondering whether there were issues with delivery of books, maybe even the printing of books, if the printing was in an area where they were experiencing this severe weather. And I wonder whether Amazon was actually throttling the sales of books that were, or that normally sell very well, in order to reduce customer demand and sort of help with the whole delivery issues if there were. Now I know this happened a few years ago with merch, and I was wondering whether this happened this year with books. Be interesting to know if any of you guys that do sell a decent amount of books, you wouldn't be able to tell if you're only selling sort of 2 or 3 a day, but any of you that are selling a decent amount a day, I'd be really interested to know, and let me know in the comments whether you experienced that dip mid-month in February, and whether the rankings on your books that normally sell really well had dropped. Because I noticed books that were in my niche that normally rank very high next to mine had also dropped as well. So yeah, it's just a little thing that I noticed, quite interesting. Was quite worrying, because you suddenly think, wow, all my rankings have dropped, is this it? But they soon picked up again. If I look on the graph, it lasted about a week, and then sales picked back up again. So yeah, let me know in the comments. So my overall net income for February 21 was $10,678.07, which was up by $502 on last month, mainly because of the increased views on this channel. So again, thank you to all of you who've watched my videos and continue to support this channel. Now, on this income, I've obviously got to pay tax, but my expenses are minimum. I've got a Creative Fabrica subscription, which is where I go to get images for my covers, fonts, and also some interiors as well. And my monthly subscription comes to around $9. Creative Fabrica do sometimes run special offers. When they do, I try and let you guys know that. And I also have an Adobe subscription, which is around about $60 a month, although that will be reducing or even stopping completely because I've started using Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo, which I think they're still running a special offer on that. So really, if you're thinking about getting that or looking at a good software package to create covers or designs for t-shirts, etc., then please do take a look at it. I love the software, it's superb. I also have a TubeBuddy subscription for the YouTube side of the business. Now, as I said at the beginning, the aim of this video is to try and show you what's possible in a relatively short period of time. Particularly the YouTube income has really come about over the last 10 months. I actually started publishing regularly on this niche of KDP books at the beginning of February last year. So again, if you are looking to make an income doing YouTube, if that's something you fancy doing, then really seriously look into it, because it is a good way of creating income. And I hope all this motivates you guys into creating that second income or full-time income, whether it is in books, whether it is in YouTube. And if you're looking to go into either of these businesses, they do both require certain skills, some different skills. You need the skills to create the books, and you need the skills to create and edit videos. And you can find all the resources to learn anything about these two businesses on YouTube. I mean, for learning the business of YouTube, I originally followed Think Media, Nick Nimmin and Brian G. Johnson. I also read a lot on blogs, and also I bought some books, one in particular by Brian G. Johnson, which is particularly good. And if you want to give publishing KDP no content and low content books a go, then I've got a lot of videos on this channel, and in particular I have a book tutorials playlist that you can find by clicking here. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme by any means and does require commitment, persistence and hard work. So thank you for watching, it's very much appreciated. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and until next time, goodbye.